Hi, I'm Mike Chessum, I'm Head of Energy for Zellar. This morning we're at Chobham Golf Club where we're looking at general housekeeping changes we can make which will save energy, which hopefully will be similar across many golf courses in the UK. The first thing we're going to look at is in the function room of this golf club. So we're going to take a look at the radiators which do all the heating. There are about 7 or 8 radiators, and every single radiator in this building has got a thermostatic rad valve, which is down here. Now, these can be turned up or down by everyone, and that's one of the problems with them, is that everybody does turn them up or down, which means you lose control. Generally, they should always be set in the middle setting, so about number 3. And when the area isn't occupied, they should be on the star, which gives you frost protection to make sure the building fabric's looked after. What you don't want to do is have them on all the time if there's no functions. And that's one area where you can improve your housekeeping by setting some rules in play to stop people changing them, or at least once a day getting someone to check them to make sure if areas aren't being occupied, you're not heating them. So we're in the function area of Chobham Golf Course, and what you can see is, like in most function areas, they have 2 bottle fridges. Now these bottle fridges are fully loaded, and there is no one currently here, and there probably won't be many functions happening during the week. So one of the best bits of advice you could do is to say, we'll take all these bottles out, we'll put them in the cellar, which is always cold, and turn these fridges off, because if you turn the fridges off, clearly that's not going to be using electricity, which is going to reduce your costs and reduce your carbon. Yes, there's a bit more labour involved in moving them up and down stairs, but it's certainly better than keeping them all in the fridge and keeping these fridges on 24/7, which is what happens today. We're now in the male changing room, and what you can see here is the lights that are above us have all been changed to LED lights. They've done this throughout the whole golf club, and that's probably saved somewhere between 30 and 70% of the energy that's consumed by the lighting in this building. This is the boiler house at the golf club, and as you can see, we've got 3 modular boilers on the right hand side, and on the left hand side we've got the hot water boiler. The big improvement that can be made here is that the pipes are all bare around the boiler. They could all be lagged, which would save money straight away, because you wouldn't have heat losses just going straight out. And also the other thing is, these boilers are purely on a thermostat. It's a bit like a domestic installation, so there is no time clock telling it what time to come on and off, and there's probably good reason for it, but with a bit of housekeeping that you could put smart controls in, very small, like Hive thermostat or Nest thermostat, and then you could change the times remotely from your phone and make sure that if areas are unoccupied, you don't have the heating on 24/7, which is generally what happens now, apart from at night time when it just cools back slightly. So one of the things they have at Chobham is lots of external lights, such as here. Now, these lights are on all night once they switch on, because at the moment they're linked with the security system, so they have to have them from an insurance perspective and of course from health and safety when people leave when it's dark. One of the things they're doing is they're going to segregate those, so they've got 2 separate circuits, and then they can automate the external lighting to make sure it isn't on past 10 o'clock at night when most people have gone. With current energy prices being so high, one of the best investments you can make is generating your own power. At Chobham, they're about to put solar panels on the whole of this roof and down at the greenkeeper's hut. So what that means is the amount of generation is about 28% of their annual electricity consumption. So it's fantastic financially and should pay for itself in under 3 years at the moment. But also, it's going to be able to mean they're going to reduce their carbon impact quite heavily by about 28%. In a typical golf course, the energy costs have rocketed so much that the annual cost of electricity alone is around about £100,000. Now, by implementing the small housekeeping changes that we recommend in the platform, you can save as much as 5% of the energy. That equates to about £5,000 purely for electricity. And these changes are more cultural, more small things that the staff could do every single day, just as you would do at home, in order to save that energy. And remember, gas is on top of that, so that would be an extra saving for that as well.